Hi, welcome to Garblag Games. We're playing Hot Vampire Summer, Episode 2 of our Vampire the Masquerade 2nd Edition show. Anybody got some deja vu going on? Joining me are a talented and diverse crew of players. I say diverse, I mean Nye. Hey! Bless him, he's the intern, he gets picked on. Joining us tonight is also Roger. Roger, what are you playing in the band?
I am playing Driscoll Tyson, the guitarist and support vocalist.
Okay, and when last we met our merry band of adventurers, let's roll D4 and see who's going to do it. Roll. Josh, what happened last week?
Oh, thank God. Excellent. We were hit in the head with shovels at the end of a gig. I think because we were so good at the music. And then we woke up in a mass grave and we fought our way out of it and suddenly had new powers. I could jump over a big fire. Everyone kind of met their respective overlord, I suppose, senior vampire manager. And then Nye had a bit of an incident. We won't talk about it, we won't bring it up. And yeah, that was it. We became vampires and we did all the tricky maths of making character sheets. Oh, and on top of that, we were told that we had to cause chaos amongst the city, and we've been paid $1,000. Well, we've been paid $1,000 to do so.
We've been told that it's going to be 1,000, split between the 5 of us.
Well, yeah, but this is $90s dollars, so it's at least like 10,000, if I understand how inflation works.
This isn't Weimar Germany. It's the dot-com boom. So, yes, that's where we are. Josh, who are you playing?
I am playing Gregor, the drummer. I am the meat of the gang.
No, what about you?
I'm Bathory, the bagpipist. And I'm the lettuce of the gang. I don't know. Are we making the sandwich?
Sounds about right.
BLT.
So, Pat, what about you? Who are you playing, and what part of this sandwich are you?
I'm playing Clem, and I'm the Kale, and I am the lead vocalist, and there will be no meat on this sandwich because I am definitely a vegan. That doesn't mean anything about human blood, though.
Last but not least, definitely not the secret leader power behind the throne, it's Veronique, the band's manager and keyboard player. What's your character called, Veronique?
Yep. Cynthia, spelled Sinthia.
And you have the perfect hair for it.
It's like I can't wait to get up to Nabration 3 so I can get tendrils coming out of my hair.
It's an awesome power.
I'd say I'm the mayonnaise in that sandwich, somehow keeping it all glued together.
So, our industrial sandwich metal band, Jugular, which definitely has an umlaut in it somewhere. The band themselves aren't entirely sure where the umlaut goes. It might be over one of the U's, it might be over the A.
I think it's over the J.
It's over L.
Over all of them.
All of the letters.
Massive umlaut.
The whole way across.
One umlaut, straight across the whole word. And our story is set in the New England town of Alchemy, an old American town built on tunneled tin mines under the city and a history of fishing that is recently experiencing something of a renaissance due to the dot-com boom and a big old technology park that has been built on the outskirts of town. Which I've lost. Good skills, me. So we've got Alchemy Town, we've got the docks, they're not new. Donington Heights, which is where the rich people live. Oh, there we go. It's in the northwest of Donington Heights, the Innsfield Fitzroy Technology Park.
Was there a map?
There was not.
In our brain.
Because if you put a map down, then you have to remember street names and what is where and what leads to what. Whereas in Theatre of the Mind, you can get where you need to go in narrative time. And look at that, the rerolls are rolling in already. Josh, there's one for you. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. So, Roger,
Thanks, mate.
you kind of wake up feeling a little bit groggy, disoriented, confused, and you're laying in a hole in the ground. And you can see you're about 6 foot down. There's some what looks like dead bodies underneath you, and you can see the stars, and you can hear people whooping and hollering up above.
Dude, what did I smoke? Why does my head hurt? What? I'm gonna kind of crawl out of the hole.
As you come crawling up out of the hole, you can see this huge crowd of, it looks like a rock festival or something. You can see the rest of the band, they're out there mingling and chatting with various people. You got what looks like a biker gang and the crew out of a fetish club and a couple of businessmen and all kinds of just weird shit, all just mashed together in this big bonfire party. And some of them are jumping over the fire, and they're all sort of waving bottles around that look like wine bottles. It looks like they're having a fine old party. The first one you notice is Veronique, who stood sort of quietly off to one side. Cynthia, who's the keyboard player in the group. And she's having a quiet chat, and you see an envelope change hands.
I'm going to just assume that she's getting us some business. I'm going to go and mingle with the party goers and see if I can find something to spice up the party.
Well, when you come sort of staggering out of the hole, a couple of people notice you and start whooping and cheering. A few of them throw bottles at you, but that's nothing that unusual. That's kind of what happened in the bar the other night as well. So, you could biker jacket, glass bottles bouncing off it. One of them comes up, puts his arm around you and shoves a wine bottle in your hand. He's like, "Welcome to the party, pal. You're late."
Ah, tell me about it. I'm going to grab the bottle and take a deep swig.
It's thick, it's rich, and it's delicious. It's like the nicest thing you've ever drunk. It goes down smooth. You're like, "Hey, there you go."
And
So,
smash the bottle on the floor.
Rule is, last one out of the hole, first one over the fire. You're going to have to jump, bud.
Ugh. Sure. That
He's
sounds like fun.
Jump.
Do I see the fire?
Yeah. It's a big old bonfire.
Oh, joy.
So it's a dex athletics check to try and jump it, or a strength athletics check if you want to straight jump it.
No. Dex
Can I assist in some way?
You could throw him over the fire.
Could, yeah. Would you like to be thrown?
It's fine.
Nobody tosses our Avnos.
I believe 2 successes.
2 successes. It singes you a little on your way over. You can feel the heat through the metal toe caps on your boots. But you make it over the jump, and you kind of crash down on the other side. And everybody's like, "Whoa!" The biker lads are the ones that are most interested in what you're up to. They give a big cheer. A guy who looks like he's made entirely out of leather, looks like he could be anywhere between 27 and 270 based on how leathery he is. He's got a leather waistcoat, really mucky tattoos up both of his arms, and his huge long ZZ Top style beard, cowboy hat perched back on his head, and he comes over to you. He's got a necklace made of teeth around his neck, and he's like, "Boy, done good."
Cheers, bro.
I think you might want to get with your crew. We got business tonight.
Right. I'll say, kind of casually bimbling off towards anyone I recognise.
Well, Gregor and Bathory are just kind of coming in from the outside edge of the fire and heading in towards a pickup truck where Veronique is having this quiet chat.
Okay. I presume our pickup truck, or is it just a random?
No, it's just a random pickup truck.
Oh, excellent! I'm loving this.
Is like I said, Battery. He get better. His possibility is not certainty, but his possibility.
Bathory looks like
so?
he's had like some kind of epic nosebleed. There's just blood all down his front. Like someone smacked him in the face with a shovel. Hey, smacked him in the face with a shovel. You dimly remember something about that. And there's Bathory, and he's just like blood from here all the way down his front. And he looks like absolute hammered shit. I mean, you've seen Acne before, but nothing like what this kid is rocking right now. He wasn't pretty to begin with, but he is a beast right now.
You look like shit, dude.
I feel like shit.
I seem to remember getting hit around the head, but you look like you got it in the face, dude.
I think I got it all over. Come to think of it, because I think my arms are a bit fucked up as well. But yeah, I think this is the bonus of becoming a vampire. But then I look over at everyone else.
Oh yeah,
who
nobody's
looks like
explained
normal.
that bit to you yet, Roger.
Wait, what?
Oh yeah, I think we're vampires. I'm not 100% sure though. Either that or like Gregor has like been deadlifting like a lot, because like he was like he flew over this big see that big bonfire over there, he just went like
You mean the one that just jumped? What?
Oh, did you jump over? I mean, yeah, everyone jumps over the bonfire. It's just, what you can do. Yeah.
I think maybe we should talk to Cynthia. She is the thinking brain of this party, no?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's true.
And also the bread of this sandwich. Oh no, she's the mayonnaise.
We don't have bread.
We're just
that's the kind of sandwich that Jugular makes.
So your
We're
lettuce.
so disorganized, we forgot the bread to make the sandwich.
We're lettuce,
You're a lettuce and kale
undefined
sandwich
meat.
with a side of meat.
And we'll take it to go.
Oh, but you want a hot lettuce and kale mayonnaise sandwich? Yes, hot. Now give it to us.
We're a salad, so we're pretending it's a sandwich, but literally it's some mayonnaise-based salad.
Right, in that case, Roger, I think you just made crouton status.
What about you give to people to leave the restaurant? Here, some lettuce and kale with mayonnaise. Get the fuck out of here.
Right, so while you contemplate the sandwichiness of your band, and it's been a pretty weird night all told. You played a lesbian bar, you got beaten in the face with shovels, you watched the owner of the bar get shot in the face after digging your own way out of a grave. And then all these crazy people did weird stuff around you. Roger, this is the point where you notice a 7-foot-tall, white latex-clad dominatrix appear behind the fire on the other side, holding this massive chalice. Like this is the kind of cup that you haven't seen since you were 12 years old and playing D&D in your parents' garage. It's practically a vase. That's vase for our North American audience. And she holds it out, and everybody kind of goes quiet when she brings this thing out. And she holds it up in the firelight, and she looks kind of demonic by firelight. She's flawless in every way. Perfect face, perfect jawline, enormous hair, 7 foot of just stunning, otherworldly creature. She holds this chalice up in the air, full 8.5 feet up in the air. brings it down again when everybody's quiet. She says, "This is the mingling of new blood." And everybody kind of mumbles, "For the people." "This is the joining of 4 packs." Everybody goes, "Yeah, for the people." "This is where we share who we are and free ourselves from the oppression of the stuck-up Camarilla pricks in that town." And everybody kind of goes, "Ooh!" Cheers and screams. She brings the chalice down in one hand and just tears a hole in her wrist, pours some blood into the cup, licks it closed, passes it to the gent that Veronique's been chatting with, and he just kind of runs his thumbnail over his wrist, pulls his sleeve up, bleeds into the cup, licks it closed, passes it to the old guy that you were talking to, who might be young but is made of leather, and he bites his little finger off, spits it into the bushes, and drizzles blood into it, and then just kind of concentrates really hard, and you watch a new finger grow up.
I told you, Battery, I tell you.
Where he bit the old one off, and you can already see the old one is kind of withering away into this disgusting little stump. And then he passes it back to the giant dominatrix, and she looks at all of the others and passes it to Veronique, to Cynthia, and she nods.
All right. I will try and do the same as the gentleman in the suit, Louis.
So you wipe your thumb across your wrist and nothing happens. You notice he's got a little thumb ring on that's got like a sharp hook on it. That's probably where he got it from. He passes the ring over to you with a bit of a wry smile when he sees you trying it.
Look like an idiot. Thank you. And I will do the same as him.
So you bleed a little bit into the cup. What do you want to do with the chalice then? Dominatrix kind of looks at you again and nods. And starts to hold out her hands quite subtly. You pass it back to her. Then she passes it around the sort of weird fetish club folk that are with her. Then they pass it back to her. She passes it over to the leathery skinned biker guy. He passes it around his little biking gang, passes it back to her. She passes it to your La Sombra friend again, and he kind of steps out round the back of the truck, is gone for a minute or two, and then comes back. Bit of a shrug, and he passes it back to you. Points at the rest of them.
To me?
Yeah.
And I was like, what now?
Them. Your band. They all need to do it.
Like, what do I do now?
You get them to bleed into the cup.
Oh, okay. Guys, bleed into this, or else they'll make you bleed more.
Okay. I would like to bite off my finger.
I just want to ask one thing. Is Rudge's character is Driscoll, right?
Is it what? Sorry? Driscoll, yes.
Rudge's character. Is he aware of what he is at that point?
He's looking a little bit shocked at all of this, I imagine.
Very confused, like someone that's just woken up with the worst hangover.
Looking confused isn't unusual for Driscoll, though.
Vampirism will do that to you. Don't do vampirism, kids. Or do. It's up to you.
So I'll actually I'll hand it over to Gregor, because he's going to probably be the most willing to do it.
100%. Yeah. So I would like to bite off my baby finger. and bleed like the other leather man did, and bleed into the cup. Take a swig, and then offer to bite off anyone else's baby finger.
Are you just? I don't think anybody's drunk of it yet.
Oh, am I not supposed to drink it? What?
No, you're not meant to drink
That's what
it yet.
Gregor does. Gregor's like, oh, sorry. Where did you?
Okay. So, Conch, do I need to roll something? Or
No,
just
because
cost
this
me
is
blood
part
points?
of the ritual.
Okay.
It will cost you an extra blood point for growing back your pinky.
It's done. Okay, so bite off my finger, and I can bite off anyone else's finger if they like. It's easy, like baby carrot. Who next? Cynthia, who next?
Clem, you're up.
Clem.
Do you need help from Gregor, or can you handle it yourself?
No, I got this. And I, using my, am I correct in assuming that I have a fang now, maybe?
Are you going for the sexy vampire lip bite?
Yes, I am, bitches! Yes, I am! Gonna draw blood from my own lips and, look at it for a second before stirring the pot with my finger. Pass it back on.
Oh wait, do you want to take it? Like I probably get hands to me. I'm like, oh, fuck, I haven't even killed. I don't know.
I'm gonna eye you like, bro, this is not the time to cry in a corner.
I guess I'll like bite my hand. Like that's what Vaulderie will do. Kind of in a bit of confusion, probably do that thing where like you're trying to hold something heavy or like big and be like, and like.
So, ordinarily it probably wouldn't work, but the smell of the blood and the remembrance of the taste means that as you start to bite on your own hand, your fangs just kind of slide out, and you feel the pinprick of your own fangs biting into your hand, and a little bit of blood wells out and drips into the cup.
Gotta make sure I don't get the poor gentleman's blood in there. I imagine that would upset them if that happens. I'll hand it to Roger.
Just kind of look at it and be like, dude, are we joining a cult?
I think we are.
Get on with the program. I'll tell you later.
Kind of shrug, pull out like a little pocket knife, draw it across his hand, and trim some in. And kind
I'm
of
just looking at you like, oh, I should have done that instead of bit my hand.
just kind of pulls it back, looking very confused.
Still staring at the stump of his hand, being like, this should have come back quicker, right?
Just pops back up like, boop.
So while you're concentrating on it and sort of staring at it and wondering why it's not coming back by itself, it does start to come back while you're thinking about it coming back.
Okay, right, perfect.
So Veronique, what are you going to do with the cup now?
I'm gonna eye Luis like, and what now?
She holds out her hands to take it from you again.
Here you go.
And she lifts it back up in the firelight. This is the mingled blood of our people. This is the tie which binds. This is the vinculum. And everybody kind of lets out this full-bellied roar. And the biker guys are waving their fists at the sky. And the animal dudes that you're not sure how many of them there are, the really ugly ones that were with Nye, they're all making like animalistic noises.
I'm gonna try and compel something. Like, can I do something cool? You know, because I've seen Gregor jump to the moon to jump over that thing. I felt myself dominate him. I want to try, come on, do something cool.
Make a willpower roll.
Come on, vampire
Okay.
powers, do something cool. Lightning.
What you want me to roll?
Just willpower, difficulty 6.
Okay, so I can roll it just like that. I think I'm gonna have to roll it old school with dice.
That's okay. How much of Tenebration do you have?
I have 6. 1, 2, 3. Every single one of my roll is a success, and I have 7 willpower. So
Ouch.
7 successes.
Oh,
7 successes. You have of Tenebration 2, don't you?
2, yeah.
So this sort of cloak of inky blackness just sort of rolls out of the back of your presumably like bolero length jacket and just sort of flows down to the ground like a gown behind you, spilling out and flooding across the floor, billowing up around you, obscuring the pickup truck that was there and lending an entirely more mystical and spooky air to the proceedings. And you can feel that this darkness is from you and of you, and that you've called it forth.
And I love it.
So while this is happening, I turn
And the
over-
darkness in me is calling.
Yes. So I turn
So
over
metal.
to the party. I see this like cloak of darkness emerge from Sin, who I call Cece, spelled Sysy. And I look over to Gregor. Is Gregor chanting as well? What's Gregor doing?
I'm contemplating biting off another finger. I think Gregor is just...
that thing where you don't know an anthem, so you just go, oh,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
it's everyone's like, oh, he's like,
okay, then they come into the house.
And what is Vaulderie doing at this time as well?
I think Bathory is just kind of looking at all these other very cool vampires and just looking at himself like, oh, I got the. Well, I guess I didn't get the cool vampire powers. I'm looking at like Cece like summoning the shadows. I've seen Gregor leap great feats. I've seen Clem as this beautiful person, and I just look at myself like,
You got spots.
yeah.
I pat you on over at Raj. At Driscoll. What's Driscoll doing?
Looking around, heavy eyelidded, going, "What?"
I'm gonna sing, Driscoll. I'm gonna sing. And can I make a presence roll to join in the chant, or the hollers, the wolf-like
Oh,
cries?
you want to presence it as well. Ooh. What presence are you doing? Presence.
We're already staring.
One?
At Clem. It's just a name.
I just want to I just want to add my tone to the group and perhaps out-sing some of the highest notes.
That'd be a performance roll more than presence. If you just
Okay,
want to
yeah.
join in with what's going on.
Yeah,
But
maybe
I'll tell you what, if you make a charisma and performance roll, we'll roll your awe power into it as well. So it will be one of your finest performances.
Perfect. I want to do that scene at the end of the Phantom of the Opera's like main song, where what's her face just hits the fucking high note.
Oh,
and
that
it's
bit
like,
when there's the guitar and her, and then you can't tell which is which. That bit.
that one. All right, so I wanna go for it. So that's is that so?
It's charisma and presence, difficulty 7.
Charisma presence, difficulty 7, or
Charisma performance. Sorry, charisma performance, difficulty number 7.
So is it 4 and then 5? So 9 d6s.
90 10s.
9 d10s. Okay. Okay, I got 2 failures, 1 crit success, and a whole bunch of other stuff.
Okay, so when you say failures, do you mean ones?
Yeah.
Okay. And how many
2
successes?
A 9 and an 8. So 3 successes. Oh,
3
4
suc-
successes.
No, you got
He
a
has
7
2
as well.
successes.
2 successes.
You got an 8, a 9, a 7, and a crit success.
Oh
But you
yeah.
got 2
1,
crit
2,
failures.
3, 4,
Yeah.
5. So you got 5 successes, 2 ones. They take away 2 of your successes. 3 successes. You hit the high notes, and you could kind of feel yourself projecting outwards. This. Everybody love me. Love me, love me, love me.
I want attention.
And you're getting it. All the people nearest to you, like half a dozen people nearest to you, they sort of stop focusing on this dominatrix woman, and you kind of stood opposite, running counterpoint, and they're like, bloody hell, She's good for a new kid. And you've impressed. Damn. And your new friend nods to you across the fire, takes a swig of the blood, lets it run a little bit, and then passes it. And everybody passes this cup around and takes a swig from it. No, actually, no, they won't do that. They'll pass it to you lot first, because it's most important that you all get a point. So she takes a swig and then passes it to Veronique directly for you lot first, and she sort of motions to the rest of the pack with an encompassing gesture of her arms. Just a mouthful.
All right, so I'm still in my darkness. Okay. I can control my darkness, right?
Yep.
So I'll just kind of clear my eyes and my mouth so they can see that I'm drinking from it. And I eye the rest of the line, my band, kind of do it, guys.
For it.
I don't think you're going to have a problem with Clem.
Clem's give it here. That one.
Cool.
So I think Gregor's next.
Yep. He'll drink. No problem. Gregor is trusting. Has a nice umami taste to it. I'll extend it to Clem. I think Clem was next in line.
Yeah. Oh, and that shit's down the hatch. I think she doesn't even touch the chalice to her face. She kind of did.
What are germs?
Wow. Soaks it in with her tongue, so like that.
So are Driscoll and Bathory also going to drink?
Well, I have a feeling they'll kick the shit out of us if we don't, so...
I have my darkness intensifies come on, Bathory.
Yeah. I guess I actually passed over to Bathory.
I try to do that polite thing you do when somebody offers you a drink and you're I really don't want to drink that, honestly. But you do the kind of oh yeah. I take a little,
it's kind of
but
my darkness is billowing around you and starting to
a little tiny sip.
Yeah, take the polite sip and I'm and then I'm hands it over to it.
That's blood.
I think to reassure Bathory, I'll be oh, they gave the blood consent. Technically is vegan. It's okay.
That's how that works, actually. Trust me, I've given very many animal products. Only of consenting people.
What about you, Rog? Is Driscoll gonna get into
Gonna
this
stare at it for a second, thinking
weird blood drinking shit?
what the actual...
And my darkness starts
But sensing the kind of
to you.
atmosphere of bad things are gonna happen if I don't drink this. Kind of looking around a look on his face of what the and then he'll take a swig.
Remember when we were back in college? Yeah, just drink it.
I will collect it, and I will kind of as majestically as I can kind of resorb my darkness and make it look like it's going into the chalice and hand it over.
Okay, so you pass it over, and she then takes it around all of the other packs that are here. There definitely seems to be some kind of hierarchy that you're just starting to work out. It seems like the guy you've been talking to is overall in charge, but this woman is very much a clear second in command and has a lot of say. The leathery biker dude, he seems to be quite important, but how, you're not sure. It's he's got his boys and they want to keep them on side, so his importance comes from his own personal power. And then there's the ugly guys as well, and a small group of them. And they're kind of everybody's afterthought, but they're still treated with respect.
They do that thing where they've pulled their sleeves over their hands when they hand the chalice to them. It's there you go. Oh.
I'm wondering, because there were people were shovel heads without being kind of a cohesive unit like us, what happens with them?
They all kind of get sort of dragged up and get it poured into them. They aren't contributing to it, they're drinking from it.
Oh.
So before it gets given to the sort of last few, the 4 leaders bleed a bit more into the cup. And then they kind of pour it into the sort of half dozen or so other shovel heads that came out. The less promising ones than
so
you.
we're above them. They're bitches.
Somehow.
I like that.
1 is higher than 0.
Yes.
Like, we're not the bigs, but we're not the prospects either.
I think I need a bath after all this blood that's on my chest to like wipe it all off my face. But I'm doing that thing where like you're wiping it, but then you're wiping it, making it worse because you're just spreading it everywhere.
Maybe Clem will lick you.
No, that's fine. I'm fine.
On that as well.
I wouldn't subject Clem to that.
I appreciate it. No, I love you as a friend.
As the ritual kind of comes to a close and everybody's drinking and these last few people are getting it kind of poured into them, this sort of sense of fellowship settles over the circle. It's kind of artificial, but you generate this sort of sense of kinship to everybody there. Like, these are your people. Not like you would die for them, but more like if you went to a concert for a band you liked, everybody else is there for the same reason. They're your people. So you're like, you could get down with these guys. They're pretty cool. Your bond to one another, they're already quite strong. It's not going to be overridden by the vaulderie just yet. But as it grows and changes, you may find that existing power structures within your group shift and change as you develop more or less feelings for one another.
Oh, it's like doing shrooms in a party again.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah, and for Driscoll, it's like you're hanging out in a graveyard, you're 14, and some guy's older brother has brought along a joint and you've shared it. That's kind of the feeling that you get from it, that kind of vibe. It does get more powerful as you go. For Gregor, it's like watching the Fast and the Furious films back to back and knowing that this is about family.
It is always about family. Somehow I feel like we should race a car now.
For Nye, I guess it would feel more for Bathory like you're not the outcast. You're kind of used to being on the edge of the group and feeling a little bit like fifth wheel, but this makes you feel a little bit more like you belong. Like, the band's accepted you, these other people have accepted you, so your band has provided a way to a wider social circle, and people are starting to see you for who you are.
I just had to become a monster.
Yeah, that's all it took.
Yeah, exactly. If I knew that, I would have done it ages ago.
Monster Bell. What's it?
With that, and the ritual kind of starts to wrap up, and the very, very large dominatrix lady puts the cup away in a little satchel and claps her hands 3 times. And everybody starts drifting off into their own little groups. And the biker guys are the first ones to leave. They're like hopping on these massive great Harleys and these deep rumbling engines start to thrum, and you can almost feel the ground start to shake a little bit. They kind of nod at Gregor and at Driscoll, and then they sort of peel off, and they're heading round towards where you think in the sort of the direction of the train station, round the other side of town.
Oh, Driscoll, You own a scooter, don't you?
Yeah.
Just asking. Maybe later. We think about it.
I hope they're not planning on taking those on
The big group, small group. It's difficult to make out how many of them there are. The ugly guys with all the disfigurements. They kind of say, "Stay out of the woods." To you, Nye, it's not safe out there.
They're like the most chill. They're just like, now you behave. Just like, but they're like half wolves and like, it's like, oh.
Yeah, you don't want to meet the half wolf people.
Oh fuck! What?
Look, town is where you're going to be safer. There's people, there's blood, but people are going to be looking at you funny from now on. If you concentrate real hard, you might be able to hide what's going on up here from them, but you're going to want to stick to the dark bits of clubs, and I'm not going to lie to you, a lot of us live in the sewers. I'm not saying you have to. You don't have to.
Battery, you can hide with me under my skirt in my darkness.
Does Battery look different now than he used to?
Yes, I mean
Yes.
he was never particularly
that actually hurts
attractive.
more if just out loud you say, "Wait, does he look different?"
Yeah, he is now
Oh.
hideous.
Oh, CC, I ship it.
He's become a monster.
I also like the idea that they're just like, especially you, like you're quite ugly by even our standards. Just for like, maybe go like second sewer, like below the actual sewers. Just hide there, just for your own
It's gonna,
safety.
You're gonna need your obfuscate and the Lasombra to help you
Yeah,
out.
oh, and a bit of makeup. Yeah, I'll need the whole work.
Dude, you need a mask.
With a bag over the mask.
Man,
I can get you a bag.
bag the mask. It could be flat.
I just got like a backpack I'll put on my head. Oh, there's a hair in my eye.
You know what? I think I actually have just the thing for you.
I'm gonna prod him in the face
Ow.
and unknowingly use my chemistry
Oh God.
to put a bag on his head with
Oh.
eye holes.
Oh,
So
I had this
there
in
you
my
go.
first-
You now look like Peter Parker in that time when he lost his spider suit and had to wear a Fantastic Four outfit and a paper bag over his head to hide who he was.
Thank you, Driscoll. Thank you.
And then I was gonna kind of look at my hand as in, what?
Yeah, you didn't actually have a bag. You were just faking him out. But
Yeah, I literally was like, you need
You
a
were
bag on your head.
thinking of putting a
Prodded
bag
him in the
over
prodded him in the
his
head and then just bang.
excuse
wait,
me.
is that a?
Oh, Drexel, you're a bag dispenser now. Cool.
The sort of fetish club crew that they start to pile into a school bus, one of those big old yellow American school buses. There's about 12 of them all told. It's quite a big group.
Oh, were those my people?
They're the ones that were following the beautiful dominatrix.
Yeah, they're the hot ones. Yeah.
They're not all hot. Some of them have been made very not hot.
Oh, okay. I'm not going to dwell on that.
And they all drive off as well. It looks like they're driving off into town. Subtly, in a school bus.
That's not so.
Full of fetish folk.
Do I
Is
actually
Louis
know
on
where
that
I am?
school bus with them? Or
Louis
he
is not.
riding
Louis
alone?
has stayed behind by the pickup truck. It looks like it might be his pickup, actually.
I'm assuming the dominatrix gal went with
Yes,
the,
she went
the-
on the school bus.
Ta-ta.
And she blows you a little kiss out of the window. And yes, Louis is waiting with one foot up against the door of the pickup truck as everybody else heads off. Still just about lit by the bonfire. They've kind of wrestled the scrubs into the back of the pickup truck, and they're kind of thrashing around in there. They've been hooked up to like a chain that runs down the middle of the pickup truck, like one handcuff on the chain, and they're all kind of struggling and wriggling to get out of it, but they all appear to be completely bereft of reason. They're effing and blinding, and their eyes have gone sort of animalistic. Their fangs are sticking out, and some of their fingernails are even clawed up a little bit. He says, it doesn't always take.
What happens with these guys?
These guys I will drop off, and they will run amok, and then the powers that be in town will have to find them, catch them, stop them before they expose their ridiculous charade of pretending not to be vampires. And while they're doing that, it means we can get on and do other things. So do you have a plan?
So these guys are gonna take care of General Street mayhem, correct?
Yeah. We're just gonna drop them. I don't know. Where's a good place to drop them? Center of town. Something flashy.
The middle of Germantown, I'd say, because it's usually like buzzing with people going clubbing right now.
There's good sausage also.
Little Germany.
And I'm thinking this city only got revived by the dot-com bubble. What about we burst it?
I don't know technology all that much. I kept up to date as much as I can. I can make one of those portable telephones work, but if you think you've got a way to screw with the income...
I think I know enough to destroy it.
Hit him in the pocketbook.
Where it hurts. Yeah. Just could you give us a quick TLDR, because he told me we're vampires who have powers, and I was just trying to will myself into doing something, and that darkness came out of me, and my friend jumped to the moon to get over that bonfire. What should we expect? Because the more we know, the better we'll do at the mission.
Well, everybody gets different powers. It depends on who gave you their blood to turn you. Looks like you've lucked out and got some of the best stuff. But everybody will get something a little different. We can all be stronger just by willing it to be. Quicker, tougher. That's easy. Some are even tougher and stronger than that. And for some people, they can see beyond what other people could see. Some people can just mesmerize people with how amazing they are. I think your singer friend might have a touch of that going on for her. Your man there with his bagpipes, he'll probably be able to turn invisible at some point. Maybe command animals to do what he wants.
And I can summon bags.
Yeah, that's. I think you might have the illusion gift. It's a rare one. You could do more than bags when you're ready.
You mean it's an illusion? And I'll start poking Nye in the face.
Ow. It feels real. I don't know what's going on.
It looks real. Poke.
Driscoll, can you make for me one of those tiny umbrellas that goes in a drink? I'll hold out my hand.
You've got like 4 in your pocket already.
I want to see. Can you do it?
For today, infinity tomorrow.
I poke his hand and a full-size umbrella appears.
Oh.
Needs work. It needs work.
No, you just need a bigger drink.
Like while the shenanigans are happening, I'm gonna try and keep composure in front of Louis and kind of like yeah.
Just in the background. What about the tiny dog?
We'll do our worst.
Excuse me.
Promise.
It was a present.
Big umbrella, tiny dog.
umbrellas.
You make some profiteroles for me.
You made a
Picking 'em up.
goddamn vampire Pomeranian?
Trying to eat them, but it's like, oh, they're just an illusion. Oh.
0 calories.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
that's excellent.
Your van is
Thanks.
parked at the bottom of the hill. Stay out of the woods. We're vampires, we're badass monsters, but the things that live on the outsides of town, they will go through you like a sword through butter.
Oh,
The
God, I hope I
things.
didn't kill
What
him.
things?
Werewolves.
What?
I mean, it won't be a problem. You don't go into the forest. Your wolf problems stay there.
What about the sunlight, crosses, all that jazz? Like, what's real?
Sunlight kills you. Don't go out in it. You're going to suffer worse from that if you've got the darkness in you than the others will. But none of you will last long in sunlight. You're going to fall asleep by dawn anyway, so get somewhere safe and secure without any light in it. Crosses don't do shit unless you think they're going to. A stake through the heart won't kill you, but it will paralyze you. Don't get that happening.
What about moving water?
What about moving water? Is that a thing as well? Do they say that
What about-
really? That's a stupid weakness. Who would have that as a weakness?
I actually kind of love the idea that vampires have so many weird, like, niche things that could stop them that they forget. Like, oh, fuck, does rosemary work on us? I don't know. Oh, shit. Oh, for fuck's sake.
Look, I'll be
Put
honest
that
with
on
you.
the list.
Everybody's got their own little thing going on as
Yeah.
well, but
Can we eat? Because I could really murder a hot dog.
I would not suggest it if I was you, because you are more likely to murder a hot dog vendor. And if you eat a hot dog, you will then puke up a hot dog. And you know what those things are made of, right?
People?
Yeah.
They
So
look
how
worse
do we
coming out
sustain
than they do
ourselves?
going in.
How does that go? The blood drinking, I believe is true, because that felt good.
Yeah, you got to drink blood to survive. You don't need to kill. You can take just a little.
It wasn't my fetish before, but I'm kind of into it now.
Yeah, well, you know, a pint or so a night will keep you going. You may find that if you use your powers a lot, you might want more. Try not to take... screw it. Take as much as you want. You can take about 3 or 4 pints out of a person before they die. Or get sick, anyway. You can take 9 pints out before they're definitely dead. Pints. Not points.
We get to like turn other people into vampires because like y'all did that to us.
I mean, you can, but it's kind of something that you want to save for a little bit further down the road. If there's somebody that you particularly want to keep, you can feed them a little bit of your blood and it'll keep them alive and turn them into like a loyal subject to you.
Is that what those folks are?
Sweet.
No, not yet. It takes a couple of nights,
Interesting.
but it
I'll
makes
keep
them
that-
stronger and keeps them alive for a lot longer. And they stay human and can still go out in the day and do stuff. You know, you read Dracula?
Yes.
I saw the movie.
Renfield, the creepy guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. Only without the creepy.
Oh.
Unless they're already creepy.
Oh, that's even hotter.
Gonna ask one thing. What time is it? How close to the dawn are we?
He looks at his watch and he's like, you got about 3 hours till dawn.
Okay, those subjects of yours, could they run one errand for me for tomorrow night?
Well, it's not going to be anything they can do instruction-wise, but what do you have in mind?
Just go to Walmart and buy all the magnets they can.
These guys ain't doing shit. I let these guys go off the chain, and they're going to go off the chain.
Alright.
All they're going to
Do you
want to
have
do is
anyone
run
to buy
and
magnets?
fight and feed. But you want magnets?
Yeah.
Every magnet.
Loads of them. The big ones.
Big
like
magnets.
the horseshoe one.
Yeah, let me... Where... Do you have a place where you live?
I'm thinking like we're probably squatting our own practice studio
I sleep in the
because we're all
van.
poor.
I've got an apartment.
Yeah.
Yeah, we definitely have our own. I think it's in my name, but you know, I'm not necessarily the one who knows all the financial details.
Okay. I'm gonna say let's all meet at the practice studio, and the magnets can be delivered.
You want magnets? I can have some magnets for you for tomorrow evening.
Please.
It's just his ghoul is like, why you ask me to buy magnets? You're a ghoul. Do what I fucking tell you. Buy
Yes,
some magnets.
master.
Okay. Okay. Whoa. Okay.
It's like a pretty sweet gig, and you say we're getting 1,000 for this? Awesome.
Wait, what?
Oh yeah, we're getting paid for this. We're doing the whole damn for money.
Getting paid to what?
Or
Yes.
are we? I don't know. Please,
They haven't asked for an invoice.
Question, Mr. Suit Man,
Louis,
Louis. Are those
the Spanish Louis, not the French Louis.
Oh, okay. Are those people in the flatbed? Are they gonna kill anyone? Or are we just talking like, you know, not putting cups on coasters kind of levels of crazy?
No, I
Are we
think
talking-
we're looking possibly tipping up with trash cans levels of crazy.
Oh, okay. Yeah. All right, that's fine. Yeah.
poster.
Okay. No, this is fine. I'm not super big on the whole murder thing.
Oh, I mean, it has its uses. There's a time and a place for murder, but it doesn't suit everybody.
Yeah.
Whatever works for you, kiddo.
Super polite vampire.
Right, I'm out of here. You kids have a good time. Make sure that you're tucked up somewhere with no lights, no windows, by the dawn, because you will go.
I suppose that's or usually, right?
Excuse me a second, just have to go on mute.
Do you want to drink coffee? Is that a thing?
Wait, why are we being paid?
We're
Oh,
gonna.
we're getting paid $1,000 to, and I'll say that's in front of Louis. We're getting paid $1,000 to be welcome in the club and destroy the holdings of people who would see us dead.
I suppose the
People
1,000
want us dead?
after the.
Yeah.
Driscoll is like, oh boy, man, like, I woke up this evening and people want us dead and we're gonna take down the man.
I mean, my
I
character
think
was
those.
nanny, but the people want us dead.
He's probably gonna have to drive those crazy ghouls to Germantown.
Oh, what, one of us?
Can I still smoke?
He didn't cover that before driving off.
You don't brief, so it's gonna be hard. You're gonna have to spend a blood point to be able to drag in air to smoke, I think.
No, you can still move your lungs around. You don't
What
have to
about-
spend.
Okay.
You can smoke. Vampires can smoke because it's cool, and cool kids do that, and vampires are cool.
Smoking
Yeah,
isn't
I'll-
cool, kids.
No,
Don't
it's
fall
not.
into peer pressure.
But that's okay because there are no kids watching.
Yeah.
Yes.
And here I am, like, not smoking on stream because I'm like, yeah, I don't want to tell people to smoke. It's like, oh, that would add to the verisimilitude of the game.
Godlike Games does not endorse the use of narcotics.
Yeah, well, we literally, I don't anyway. Yeah, smoking gonna kill me, so it's not happening here. But
I don't smoke in real life either.
no, but go crazy.
I'm
Yes,
the
and there
only
is also
girlfriend.
that whole when you go to light the cigarette, you might lose your mind and freak out and run away from your
I
own
was
lighter.
about to say, yeah, you just do that, like, kind of.
Yeah, you see,
Oh!
I don't
Cigarette
know
lead
that.
car is just a hot coil, right?
If everyone's like, he's gonna spark one up.
That's what vapes are for.
If only we weren't in like mid-90s.
Pity, I know. I
So-
think my character.
I think I've got no problem with you just sparking up this time. Should you be in a stressful situation, I might make it a bit trickier.
He's sparking up to what he believes to de-stress.
Ben, that's the time that he's going to be striking up is when it's stressful. Oh, I'm stressed now. I need to have a. Oh!
Also, I don't think you can get vapes of the kind of cigarettes that he's smoking.
Oh
So
wait,
are you
cigarettes,
sparking up
not-
a fat doobie?
Yeah,
He is sparking up a doobie.
yeah, marijuana.
Jazz cigarette.
Oh fuck! All right. If you're like, I'll take
What
the
you
hit.
do find, though, is that you can hold your breath for a really, really long time. Like, forever. You could just stop breathing out if you want.
He'd probably do it like he did
Yeah.
before.
I
He will offer it round as well.
I take a hit, realizing I don't have to breathe in, breathe out. I hold it in for like a minute, breathe out, and I say, I heard as I pass it on, I heard that you don't actually have to hold it in all that long. It just takes like, a second to work and then, whew, oh wow, okay, that still works. Awesome, I love being a vampire. Here, who's taking next? Come on, somebody.
I will pass it to whoever is next to me. Like, do that again. Just no.
I'm gonna just take it and like pass it over because I'm already like scribbling notes and just like in big, it's like magnet underlined a few times.
That sounds like how I write plot. Magnets
Clem's
underline.
Clem takes a drag and then passes it to Bathory, who just goes nope, and then passes
Pass it
to Zeke, who
to
just goes
Sid,
nope.
who passes it on to Gregor. Gregor probably eats it.
My body is a temple.
Mine too, but one of those really old, damaged ones that's probably haunted.
Oh no.
And I'm curious to see if I can still oil myself. But we will find out later, no?
You mean
So
have
you
that?
trudge down the hill and there's your van parked up. It does look like people have gone through it and looked for cool stuff. There's a couple of bottles of booze missing.
Do you think they stole my textbooks?
Your textbooks are not missing.
Oh.
In fact, they're still on the shelf.
Is it filled with terrible poetry?
It is now. I like the idea that they've put their own textbooks. That's how much they didn't want them. Oh, I got some new ones. Awesome.
Got tended to a vampire and free textbooks.
Yes. Finally, the day's turning up. Or the evening, I guess.
So you've got a couple of hours still to go until dawn. Is there anything until dawn? Is there anything you want to do tonight, or do you want to just gaffer tape a haven against sunlight and sleep it off?
I'm going to go try
I'm
and find
just
some
thinking.
company.
Already. Yeah, well, he said I could make ghouls, so ghouls is what I'm gonna make.
No, not necessarily.
Ben, I'm
Oh, okay,
wondering how much do we feel the hunger? Because most of us have that 1 to 3 blood points.
It's true. You are quite badly off in terms of the
How-
hunger. So you are
Slightly
definitely.
peckish.
Everybody except Bathory is feeling
I'm
the
very
feeling the
full.
munchies a little bit, especially those of you who have just indulged in the jazz cigarette.
Damn. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
Is there
Munchies.
like a 24-hour gym in the
Serious munchies.
Yes, there will be a 24-hour gym,
How-
probably in the technology park.
right? I think Gregor has spent a lot of time, in gyms late at night after shows and stuff. So I think he's gonna go and try and
I will spot you, bro.
and then every time the guy lifts the weight, just like eat out of his hand or something,
Ah! Ooh, hey, wait, did you? No.
It's
no.
heavy, no? It's heavy.
Is this a bite mark? No.
I have a hunting plan for myself. So I take it it's about 2 or 3 a.m.
Yeah. But yeah,
Okay,
probably
so-
closer to 4 a.m. to be fair.
Okay, so I'm thinking this is kind of like sort of prime nighttime where, that stone cold sober guys go to club to try and grab the drunk girl. You know, that sort of people.
Yep.
I'm gonna go pretend I'm that drunk girl.
Go for the guys that deserve it.
Do you guys want me to drive you there since I'm all filled up? I guess?
Things I haven't missed about White Wolf. Trying to look up hunting rolls in the
wait
bloody...
Ben, how? Oh wait, no, I can yeah, let's just not get pulled over. I'm still looking at all the blood pouring out of my face. Yeah, maybe I shouldn't be in.
Just tell him it's
there's
costume.
Probably a rag. There's probably a rag in the van, and I'm gonna act like a mother, you know, that's licking the rag and just polishing you off, you know.
I do not think no, it's fine. No, you're not gonna do it properly. Let's just shut the fuck up.
Are we all not just gonna talk about the fact we all want to I don't know, we all want to eat blood now? Are we not talking about that? Is that not something we're talking?
What is there to talk about?
Oh, apparently I want blood now, and that shit was great, and I'm kind of really hungry.
Yeah, yesterday I ate sandwich, it was good. Today I ate blood, it's better.
Yes.
I'm gonna share my plan
Lettuce,
with
kale,
Clem.
mayonnaise sandwich.
I'm gonna share my hunting plan with Clem. It's how do you feel about that one?
That's way better than what I was thinking of. You're gonna hate me for what I was thinking.
And you know what? I think when we go out, there's our 3 guys waiting for them too. That's what they deserve, right?
I think so. I think yes. I was just gonna ask someone that I knew, who liked me and all the things that I can do to one's body. But that sounds even better. That sounds.
It's not because we're monsters that aren't worse monsters than us.
I fully agree with you.
The best bit about early vampire is trying to justify your kills so you don't burn through your humanity.
I'm just going to kind of go off and do my own thing.
Okie dokie.
I will say, because Clem brought up, speaking as someone who has gone through the hunger, you guys want to clear that up now, because you don't want to go through what I went through, because it's not a fun feeling. At least to me it wasn't. Maybe you guys would be cool with it. It's kind of like having a really bad dream.
Real talk. Did you make the guy explode? What the fuck happened?
I think I tore his throat out, but Gregor says that he'll be fine. But Gregor forgets that I was training to be a doctor, so I know that you don't come back from ripped out throat.
Yeah, but watch this! And Gregor goes to bite his finger off again.
Gregor, please stop doing
that. You're going to blood frenzy, just biting your fingers off.
We're just driving. Gregor's in the passenger seat and spits out the window Gregor.
Gregor did it again, damn it.
There's some poor driver oh my, is that a finger?
Okay, so Roger, you are going sort of general hunting.
So, no, my plan is to go and seduce someone.
Okay.
So I'm going to make myself look incredibly attractive, seeing as, I can summon umbrellas and paper bags. I'm pretty sure I can tart myself up a bit.
Okie dokie, it's a willpower. I believe it costs a willpower point to use chemistry, so that's the balance for how it doesn't just become I use chemistry for all the things.
I like that Bathory offers I can drive you guys if you want, I'm fine, and the 4 of you collectively go, okay, we need to go here, and it's 4 different places.
Yeah, okay, Rog, so to make your image, it's a willpower point and 2 blood points.
To the bar.
Oh, okay.
That would actually take me completely out of blood. I can't do that.
But I'm saying, why don't you come to the same club as us? Because he can try and troll someone there while we're pulling also.
Smooth.
We'll be 2 drunk gals, and we'll find a guy or 2 who are into that, and we'll ruin their lives for that very reason.
I kind of want Gregor to also do that as well.
Yeah. I think we go out Clem and I kind of stumbling, and outside Gregor's waiting for them.
Okay, yeah. Well,
I
I
have
was
no
actually
problem
going to say.
doing this.
Well, Gregor also like, oh, Gregor is very drunk. Oh.
And we
Gregor,
can share
he's
our
like
meal.
straight edge, has never been drunk, so he's minding it. Oh, seeing crazy things. Oh.
Oh, I think I might want to drink more as alcohol is addictive.
So
Just
you,
like
you roll up
spitting
at
health
a
back.
late night coffee bar, which is in Alchemy Old Town. Lots of people who tip out of the clubs end up coming this way. This is the kind of hunting ground for the kind of a-holes you're talking about. They will try and pick up girls staggering down the streets to coffee bars and stuff to get themselves straightened out a little bit.
The kebab shops, you know?
Yeah. Sausage vendors. Late night sausage cafes. The town is very German influenced, Roger, so there's a sort of town
true.
tradition of like
Yeah,
street
that's not why I was
sausages.
giggling.
I know. I was giving you a get out.
Okay,
I'm a
so
child, I admit it.
do you guys want to bring them back to the van, or do you just want to like get them in an alleyway, like? You know?
Yeah, we'll take them to the other alleyway because that's where they would want to frisk us
Okay.
up. But
That's
Gregor
fair
is
enough.
going to be waiting for them, and we're going to jump them too, and we can just share the meal.
Oh, that's absolutely fine. I was just checking if I need to put like lino down for like the blood or anything. But
I mean, you should park in that alleyway.
Okay.
So
yeah.
if we need to drive off or
Gotcha,
whatever, then you're there.
All right.
Yeah,
I'm
battery. Yourself and I will wait in the van. We'll have the back doors open. We
Okay.
can, just serenely talk about the evening. It's nice, no? While we wait.
It's nice. By the way, like Bathory has no qualms with this. Like, fuck those guys, and I mean that by kill them. But that's totally fine with him. He has no issues with that.
Driscoll's definitely going for consenting, by the way. He's not one of those guys.
So Driscoll's kind of going in to put the moves on people in this sort of late night cafe.
Basically, the sort of places he would have gone while just continuing to smoke more.
Oh, okay, so you want to go for the sort of late night cafe that turns a blind eye to the occasional
Yeah.
reefer.
Yeah, because they can't see.
Where his people, where he would hang out normally.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to get you to make a hunting roll.
Oh, how does that work?
It is a D10 for every hour that you're spending hunting.
So I can make a performance to act drunk and then go off of that? Bummer.
This is just Roger at this point.
So I don't get to use my social skills to.
You can use your
convince
social
a nice
skills,
lady
but
to.
at first we need to check the availability.
Okay.
So it's 1d10 for every hour that you're hunting plus your herd rating.
So I'm assuming I can be out for about 2 hours.
Yeah.
Given it's getting light in about 3.
Yeah, that's not unreasonable.
I like the concept of it's like, well, you correctly failed. Your target is a black belt in several martial arts.
There are worse things than that.
Oh no, again, I'm not trying to.
So yeah, I mean, you go into a sort of stoner cafe, and the air is quite heavy with the smell of herbal cigarettes.
Herbal.
Medicinal.
It's fun.
People are sort
It smells
of
like Canada nowadays.
lounging around on couches, having deep
Smells like-
philosophical discussions, chilling out, coming down from their club night. Basically, nobody is particularly favourably inclined towards you. Nobody particularly catches your eye, but there are plenty of people there, and you are welcome to put the moves on whoever you want. There's nobody that leaps out as a good target.
Okay, I'll put the moves on some random girl.
I was gonna say, what is a good target? Someone that goes, "Oh, my neck! Oh, I just
I've got so much blood.
this just...
Yeah, the doctor says I got too much blood.
Actually, it would do me great benefits if someone removed it. It's like, oh, thank goodness.
So,
Man, I need some peaches. Honestly, that's fine.
Rog, are you trying to schmooze someone with a kind of charismatic, hey, how you doing kind of thing? Or are you trying to manipulate someone into going with you?
Do a philosophy.
Given that there's no prime targets, as you said, I'll probably try and manipulate someone.
Okay, so you kind of worm your way into a conversation between a couple of stoners and get to chatting. So I'm going to get you to make a manipulation and it would be expression, so just flat manipulation roll.
Just manipulation.
Yeah.
Okay. How do I just roll? Okay, so
Well, you can roll it with something that you've got 0 in, so like manipulation, empathy.
Oh, I see. Okay. Oh no,
I
I've
have
got
a
that.
3 in empathy.
Not empathy.
It's in your
Expression.
dice
Sorry.
pools at the bottom of
Oh
your
yeah, I'm
sheet.
just gonna.
You select like the attribute
Oh.
and skill.
What's
There you go.
the difficulty?
Difficulty 6, unless I
4
say otherwise.
successes.
So you get 4 successes, and yeah, both of the locutors in this particular conversation get really into this deep, meaningful conversation with you about the nature of Strudel as a manifestation of Teutonic heritage.
Jesus. Yeah, okay, these people deserve to be bitten.
Just a little bit, not killed. Just maybe that'll level.
Shut
out.
them up already.
Okay, then I will.
You need to lie down.
Seeing as they're both into it, can I take them both back to my apartment?
Yeah, they're cool with that. You share a couple of joints around, and they're like, sure, man, yeah. We can just chill, hang out.
Teutonic.
So yes, you can
Stretch
invite
our-
them both
stretch
back
our
to your
necks.
apartment, and a delicate veil will be drawn over the proceedings.
Yeah. The drinking. Of
I mean, we
blood.
don't want to see any of that philosophy discussion nonsense.
I'd never
Yes.
my time off.
But yeah, you take them back to your place,
is
you hang out,
strudel?
and you can feed on them. How much blood do you want to take? You're a little bit inexperienced.
I'm not trying to kill them.
Okay, are you going to push your luck and go for like 3 on each of them, or are you going to take less than that?
If they said people can lose about 3 points,
Yeah.
I guess I'll go for that.
Okay, I am going to get you to make a dex and brawl check. Not to actually fight them, but just to make sure that you don't cock it up on your first
And
time
murder
out.
them.
Turns into what we do in the shadows, where he like opens. It's like so. No.
Is she dead?
2 successes.
Yeah, so that's not a problem. 1 success on each of them. You can take 3 blood points from each, and they're going to feel a little bit pale and hungover in the morning, but they probably would have done anyway.
But they don't remember the rest
They
of
don't
it, do
remember,
they?
no. They're both kind of mong out on your sofa afterwards and kind of drift off into sleepy unconsciousness. Meanwhile, the rest of you, hanging out in the clubby bit of town, Veronique and Pat, a performance roll if you would be so kind.
Can I use?
You can roll appearance
manipulation?
and perception. Actually, you can pick a social attribute plus expression, not perception. Performance. Good lord.
All right.
To
So
be
I'll use
fair, Ben, there is a
manipulation in my
lot of
case.
things that you could use.
There are.
What the base roll?
It's
Difficulty
6s.
7.
One of the socials
6.
with
So
performance.
1, 2, 3, 4,
So
5
just pick whichever
successes
you're
for
best
Pat.
with that.
Was
Yeah,
that?
so I look around
Oh.
for the weakest guy.
Oh my god! Okay.
So you both pulled in 5 successes on that. You radiate this sort of
Gold.
innocent doughness about the two of you, giggling and tittering
Are we
as you
able to
stagger
pull in-
down the streets.
I want a coffee.
Are we
Wait,
able
I'm
to
too
pull
drunk.
in more blokes?
Ruin
Kind of
me.
like this is gonna be an orgy sort of thing. Since we have so many
I think with that
successes.
many successes, there is about half of a local football team that
Oh,
Get
yeah.
kind of
dragged.
they send their good-looking one up to chat to you and get talking, but you can see that they're kind of, the rest of them are sort of following you as well, and they're like, oh, you should come back to our frat house. We can have a bit of a party. We got some more booze. Yeah, we got really good coffee there. We got coffee liqueur.
Oh my god, I need coffee.
Guys, we have like lots of alcohol in our car over there. Would you mind helping us out?
Wait, we gotta go back to the van because, like, I also left my phone there, and, like, my mom will totally call me if I don't text her, or if I don't call her, like, right now.
Yeah, no, we can help you take some stuff out of your van. You guys drove here in a van, that's cool.
Just before you guys come back, did you, like, is Gregor under the impression that we're going to kill these people?
I think Gregor's under the impression that they were going to bring back 1 or 2 guys.
Yeah, I was just about to say that. We're
team.
just sitting there like, you know what? They've got it. They're capable of killing 1 person. 8 guys come out. It's like, oh, okay, right.
Is it like
we need shovels? Shovels.
Like we're murdering these guys. That was the goal, right? We're going to drink them dry, right?
I like to think that like we're having this discussion in the seats, like the driver's seat passenger, like. I think when they said, do you think that meant kill?
Okay, because I thought that could mean many things.
Well, but we are going to be biting. I mean, you guys are going to be biting the necks. So do you think? Just meant bite neck?
Well, we see. I'm trying to plan. I know what I'm gonna try and do, and now I'm okay with it. Right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell Clem under my breath, tonight we feast, and they get their just desserts.
I look over at you. I don't say anything, but you just see me like. Obviously.
Yeah. And so you totter drunkenly back to the van.
Oh god, we're gonna need shovels.
What's
over there? All 8 of them.
So what?
So it's just like, you know that I'm behaving this way, and I know that you're behaving this way, and I think we both know that we're very intentionally getting these people over so that we can kill them and eat them.
And you make it to the van, and then what do you want to do? You get to the van.
I would like to
half
throw
a dozen
dumpster
guys.
at these guys. Like just full blown yeet a dumpster at them. From I've been standing beside it, being like, I'm gonna catch this guy or these 2 guys.
Wait, I'm thinking as we're entering the alley, we're gonna kind of like move away from the front line of the guys because we know Gregor's coming. So I'm gonna come to the back.
just could I also make just a safe precaution? Ben, how does my animalism work? Can I just like clap my hands? I have a 3 in that. Can I like just summon some rats or something?
I mean, this is a vampire power Nye, so I don't think hand clapping is the way it works. But
you've never met a Nye based. Yeah, it goes Snow White.
You want to click your
Animalism 2. You have to make a mystical call, making a noise like the creature. You roll charisma and survival, and so if you want like rats, you like out the window.
I'll just like be leaning out the side, just checking. I'm quite confident in Gregor's ability to throw things, but just on the safe side, I might summon some rats just to like slow them down in case.
So it's charisma and survival to summon some rats, then.
Oh, I just want to say for the people who are not aware, because this is North America. Raccoons are really cool because they're huge and they have opposable
yeah, that's true. Raccoons, and it fits with the German theme because Germany has quite a lot.
And
of
they're in the cities. Like I see raccoons at night.
Okay, do you want to make a raccoon noise then? No. Are you summoning feral raccoons?
Yes.
I must admit, I was not expecting that tonight, and I was expecting a lot of things.
The problem is, I might fail because
Operation Billy Corgan is a go.
Because my charisma, I have nothing in survival. Because I didn't think I'd need it for this power. Because I don't read the rules.
You can burn the willpower for an automatic success.
You can, but you got 2 successes anyway. 1/4 of the animals within earshot respond.
I don't know what the fuck.
Whatever noise raccoons make.
I don't know. They make kind of like a trilling noise.
Hey, I'm a raccoon over here.
I just go. someone's just opened a bin bag. Oh.
Yes, that well-known
Stands up on
raccoon
the-
call.
Yeah, stands up on their little hind legs and run over. Okay.
Should I throw the dumpster?
Yes.
Yeah, you throw the dumpster.
Oh,
so
a
that's
dumpster. Oh, okay.
Dex
Oh.
roll?
strength, athletics,
Strength.
and remember to add 2 automatic successes for your potents.
So pool, is that pool mod? I put 2 in there, or
I just like the idea that Gregor like buffs
No,
it
no,
like
they're
a, like a
automatic
volleyball.
successes.
Oh,
so
okay.
don't roll them. You
just
bank
add that
them as
number at the end.
successes.
Just
So then
like
I got,
jumps up and hands plats it down on
5
top of them.
5 plus 2. I got 7 successes.
So
I
with
think I
7
like to-
successes, you yeet this dumpster right over the top of the football team, and it crashes down behind them, blocking the entrance to the alleyway. And they're like, what the crap? And they're like looking round suddenly to see what the hell is going on.
Hello, I am Gregor, monster hunter. Who would like to lose a kneecap?
Okay, at this point, I would like the 4 of you to make self-control rolls.
Yeah, you know I'm gonna. My self-control is rated at a 2.
Yeah, Gregor, you're making this at difficulty 8. Everybody else is difficulty 6.
What's the command to roll a die and roll 20 again?
/roll.
So it's just 2d6 for me, right?
Yeah.
Or 2d10.
Let's see
Sorry.
if this works.
Yeah, I failed. I killed him.
1, 2, 3.
I was kind of.
One success.
So
what's
Josh
the
gets a
difficulty?
success, Veronique gets a success, Pat does not get any successes, Nye gets 2 successes.
Yep.
So Pat, you kind of frenzy. You absolutely lose your shit, and as they turn around and turn away from you, you stop waiting anymore, and you kind of pounce on the back of the quarterback. And when you come to, his jugular is kind of hanging out of your mouth, and you've gone like into this feral beast mode, and you're just like chowing down on the back of his neck and his spine, and there's blood spraying everywhere. All the other guys are freaking out and running around. The 3 of you have not lost your shit completely and are still able to act rationally. That doesn't mean you have to act rationally.
I think step 1 is Gregor is going to start handing out naps. You know, I'm just going to be putting people to sleep because that makes them easier to control, right? You know, get a bit of order on the situation.
Yeah. One of them's got like 4 feral raccoons clutching onto his head and shoulders and going through his pockets looking for snacks.
I would like to unleash my darkness so before they die, they freak out more.
They are absolutely losing their shit right now. They're being attacked by raccoons, some kind of feral drunk girl. The entire alleyway is now flooded with darkness. There's screaming, there's running, there's bumping into things. A gigantic Russian lunatic threw a dumpster at them and is now running around punching them.
Just lean
And
out
I would like to feed to my heart's content without any regards for their safety.
Okay, you and Pat both lose a humanity point then. Josh and Nye, what do you want to do about feeding?
I mean, these guys are the worst, so I really don't care for them at all. But I have very few humanity points.
Well, if you've got very few, then you probably don't care all that much.
Humanity is your conscience plus your self-control, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd probably just, after hand out naps, pick up a guy in half him and like, nom nom.
Yeah, like
Like
squeeze
a cool
him,
pop,
like a,
you know? Yeah.
What
something
is
like
your
that.
humanity rating?
5.
5. Roll it
Don't
then,
do
please.
anything.
Okay. I have to fail this, do I?
That depends on whether you want to keep that humanity point or not.
10. And what's the difficulty? 6?
Yep.
do you feel very out of place in my
I got
humanity?
2 successes.
You do pick up a guy and break him and drain him, but you feel kind of bad about it. Like, yeah, he was an asshole, but did he necessarily deserve to be ripped in half and drunk to death?
That's fair.
Naya, are you doing any feeding or are you still full?
Well, I like mechanically, I'm very, very full, but well, not super full, but like I got a lot from that guy.
I like to think you're a very, very ugly Disney princess. Your animal.
Hey, it's you.
You take the bag off your head.
Oh, is that still there? Did you never dispel that? Is that just...
No,
What?
it was there.
How... Ben, how does this work? Because it's obviously pretend, so
Yeah,
like if
but
I
he-
take it off...
He's forgotten about it by now because he's kind of distracted, so the bag goes away.
Okay, that's fine.
All right.
I wasn't sure if I could take it off, because technically
Yeah, I
it's
think
just
you
like...
could.
It was a
Oh,
wild
okay.
use of your talent, Rog, so I didn't
Yeah,
get
yeah,
you
I
to
mean, you
spend
could
all the
have-
blood and willpower that it would normally have cost. It's quite an intensive demand in terms of
Oh, okay.
resources to use chemistry because it is so very powerful.
I mean, I'm not going to stop them, because they're you know, they're
I don't
having a
think
good
anybody
time.
could particularly stop
Yeah,
them right now.
exactly.
They're indulging.
Yeah, I didn't know you could do that with a scapula, but evidently so. But yeah, I mean,
Gregor's making maracas out of scapulas.
Like Battery is like behind the wheels, and this is happening to his back. He's like, this is fine.
yeah,
Fine.
Happy place,
Turning on the radio.
yeah,
Turns the radio on and it's the carpenters
yeah.
calling occupants. It's a nice slow motion calling occupants of interplanetary craft while behind you limbs are flying back and forth in the mirror.
I'm just also kind of just keeping an eye out in case anyone's like driving. Well, not obviously we're in an alleyway, but just like just checking. No, nobody's gonna. Okay, yeah, no one's checking. That's good. Okay.
So, yeah, you guys can take as many blood points as you need to fill up if you want.
Oh yeah, I'm filling up. I mean, like,
When you say fill up, does like what's the top?
Depends on your generation. You get 10 blood points plus 1 per point of generation that you've got.
Okay, right.
I get a lot.
Oh Jesus.
I want to point out she's like Cynthia was going to town, maybe even more than Pat, but in a
What
more
is-
controlled, cold way.
Peek behind the curtain. I just every time when I'm on the Zoom call, I cast my eyes down to the corner where Pat is, and every time it's so much fun. It's just I can't tell you how much fun it is. Just okay,
Yeah.
Pat's got makeup blood. Awesome.
Like, yeah,
Like I got a whole
we're
prop
like this
department.
now.
it's what you put on your lips usually, but it's right here.
I'm gonna hand out like just. I know a wet wipe's not gonna do anything, but I just want to like
Those little KFC lemon
just-
fresh napkin wipe things.
yeah, just hand them.
Battery, I brought you a snack, and I'm just handing him a leg.
Oh, you shouldn't have.
For
thank you.
later. For
Yeah.
later.
Yeah. Well, we've not got an ice box in the van anymore. Remember, we had to pawn that. So
It's true. This white beer
Yeah.
is always warm.
yeah,
Oh.
and honestly, I don't think a leg's going to be too tasty when it goes. But yeah, thank you for the offer.
Sweet. And I'll just overarm it backwards into the dumpster that I threw at this guy.
Yep. Okay.
Should we do something with the bodies, Cece? Wow, this feels great. This is better than cocaine. I could get addicted to this.
Maybe some of them had drugs in their system. I don't know if it does anything.
Maybe. I think their drug of choice was being an arsehole, though.
Yeah. And that's a lifelong addiction, unfortunately, for guys like that.
So you're going to leave the bodies there, pull them into the van, ruin the upholstery,
Put them into the dumpster.
put them in the
No,
dumpster.
leave them there. We're meant to cause trouble. Leave them there
right.
to rot.
Good point.
Okay, I'm just
Well, we were-
putting some...
Ew.
attempting to put cellophane on the seats, like all of you just pile in the van. I sigh, wrap it up. Okay, no, that's not going to come out.
And you drive off.
This is
Wait,
grating.
An alleyway has 2 exits, yeah?
Yeah.
We're not like... Okay,
Yeah.
never mind. That's fine.
They,
then.
some do, some don't. This one does.
Okay, that's
You don't
fine.
have to
That's what I
drive
say.
reverse over the bodies
Yeah.
into the dumpster and all the way up.
Yeah,
That'd be a
I
bit
mean, the
incriminating.
cities here tend to be grids, so the alleyways are like in between the grids, so they usually
Awesome.
exit
That's fine. Yeah.
to another street.
If you get fully into Old Town, that's when you get into like weird cobbled streets and
Yeah.
twisty turny bits, but not in this part of town.
So we want to go back to the studio, for our day, our day sleeping. Is the thing we do now.
Have a bit of a rest in and out
Okay,
of game.
Yes, I must have 8 hours of sleep because otherwise I get cranky.
You do get quite cranky. Yeah, it's not great. Okay. Clem,
So you make your
you're
way
looking
to the recording
radiant.
studio, which is a very polite way of wording it. It's a modded garage.
Oh wait, no, we would have. It's fine because never mind. I was about to say we should probably pick up Raj, but he went
Raj
back
is
to
in his
apartment,
own
so we're
apartment.
fine.
He's
Yep,
cool.
that's fine. Did we forget something? Oh.
And you're all sort of locked up, tight inside the garage, wrapped up in blankets and sleeping bags after having wet napped your faces a little bit to clean up.
Yeah.
And true to Luis's word, you kind of sense dawn approach. And as it does so, your eyes get really heavy really quickly. You suddenly become quite aware of the fact that your hearts aren't beating. And before you know it, you've just kind of collapsed into unconsciousness. And it's the sleepiest sleep you've ever felt, because it's actually the sleep of death. You are effectively dead for about 10 hours. Nye, you wake up first. You've got the highest humanity.
Oh wait, wasn't a dream. Look.
You wake up and there's this sort of pile of blankets and sleeping bags and dead folk on the floor. Well, they are dead.
Oh right, I was about to say, oh god, they didn't bring the bodies with them without telling me.
No, they're the
Just
dead
for
bodies.
snacking.
Your
Yeah, okay.
bandmates are the dead bodies.
I'll have a second of panic and then be like, oh wait, vampires. Yeah, no, they'll be fine. Okay.
So who's got the next highest humanity after 8?
We're all at 5. I don't know for Raj. Raj might be higher than us.
Nope, Roger's a sociopath.
5.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, I put a lot in
five.
conscience and self-control.
Okay, so we
It's
go
one of my
down
willpower,
to
so shit.
conscience then. Who's got the highest conscience?
Not me.
I
got
have
a 2.
me in conscience. Oh god.
Oh, I actually have a pretty
Oh
good.
no, I've 3. Sorry.
Oh, there you go.
I
So
had to
Gregor
shake
wakes up next, and he kind of wakes up and takes a breath and just does that whole vampire sit-up thing, where like he just suddenly is asleep and then boom, he's awake, and he just sits up, followed shortly after by the others. Raj, you wake up, comfy and cozy in your bed. There are 2 stoners in your apartment. One of them is on the couch, still asleep. The other one is eating a bowl of cereal at your little kitchen dining table thing. Like, hey, man,
So,
these are good Fruit Loops.
yeah, they are.
You want some?
Good. That midnight snack did the trick for me.
Okay, well, we're going to get out of your hair because it's dark again and we kind of slept all day. So sorry about crashing out on your couch, but it's a good couch.
That's cool. You can always welcome at my pad.
Yeah, call me.
I will take the phone number if it's offered.
And he kind of shakes his girlfriend, who's the one sleeping on the couch, and then kind of they stagger out of the door together into the night. Veronique and Pat, you kind of both bolt upright in the recording studio. Gregor's already sat there, just kind of looking around, and Bathory is kind of looking over the lot of you.
Did you control raccoons last night?
I don't know. I kind of I was thinking to myself, oh man, I'm a bit scared and I want some company. And I thought, I really just want to see a trash panda. And then suddenly there were lots of raccoons.
There's a-
well, not a lot.
There's a sort of chirping noise from up on top of one of the speakers, and you look up and there's a raccoon sat there
Oh.
eating a bit of stale sandwich that was left here probably about 3 days ago.
Damn. Hey, friend, he's eating all the kale.
I mean,
mayonnaise.
I don't know. I think that's a friend. Hello.
Get your friend out of here. Those things, they eat the copper and the walls.
Oh, okay. Shoo.
It answers you. Hi. Thanks for the sandwich.
Oh.
Nobody else can understand it.
It's just like squeaking at me.
So it starts squeaking at Nye, and he's like, "What the?"
You think maybe we could make it wear a tiny hat? I'm sure we can find something.
Hi, you can talk. Or can I understand you? I don't know.
You can understand it, and when you're talking back, he starts squeaking and chirruping back at this raccoon. And it kind of hops down the speaker stand and comes and sits on the mixing desk.
Oh, I have become a Disney princess. But let's
sliding controls up and down with its little paws.
Okay.
Veronique, you're a little bit
it's when you
jealous.
start dressing
It
them
seems
up.
to know how the mixing desk works better than you do.
He's very good.
He could be your sound engineer.
I thought
I've never lied to myself in my musical talent. I know where my talents lay.
I think we know where your talent's like too. You're the monies and the.
Cynthia, you said we need to get magnets, right? And we're gonna have them delivered. Yeah. Should I maybe ask this little guy if they could find the places we need to fuck up? Do you think that would be useful?
Well,
I can't feel bad just throwing him out in the night.
It's gonna be in the district where they all are.
Okay.
Yes, but maybe he has been inside of these buildings.
Maybe he could tell us. Maybe your friend could tell us the one that's the least guarded, because I'm thinking Clem will distract the guards.
Okay, that makes sense.
But
hello.
I'm gonna give him a list of maybe 5 companies that are the most important .com companies, and
okay,
tell your raccoons to do those ones.
Okay,
which one's that?
yeah. Hello, my friend. Do you have a name?
What's a name?
Okay, good to know. Don't worry about it. It's a human. Well, it's a.
Oh, do you mean how can I tell who I am compared to who other raccoons are?
Yes. How do you identify?
He tells you his name, but it doesn't really translate into humanish.
Okay, that's fair enough. Okay. So do you know those big buildings with all the shiny stuff and everyone's kind of a snooty asshole? They have nice rubbish.
But all buildings are shiny.
Yes, but these are the special shiny ones.
Special, very shiny, shiny.
Yes, those really shiny ones.
Do they have sandwiches?
Yes, they have really nice sandwiches that they throw out, even though they're good sandwiches, and they could go to better.
Oh,
homes.
the good sandwiches that they throw out every afternoon place. Yes.
Yes,
I know
those
the
ones. The ones that are neat. Okay. Do you know which one has the least people at this time of night?
This time of night, it's like a playground. You can go and you can run and you can climb.
Okay.
And the only problem is the wolves.
Oh.
They're
okay. You just see Battery oh. Okay. That's fine. Okay, so
there we go. His name is Yee. Apparently.
Yee.
Beowulf told me.
Okay, that's fine. That's good to know. Okay. I'm trying to think how to communicate this, but I realize this is thingy of the mind, so I can just say I communicate it this way. But that doesn't seem fun. I like this mind puzzle. I'm trying to get a raccoon to understand what I'm asking of it. Okay. If you could do me a favor and you can get some more sandwiches, if you go to those really shiny places, could you come back or you could ask some friends to check out which one doesn't have a lot of people inside the shiny places, because they have all this glass that shows the people inside.
Oh, we don't go inside.
No, you don't. But could you just poke
Because of
your
the wolves.
Okay. Oh, were the wolves in the buildings?
Yeah.
And are the wolves how big are they? Are they
huge, just huge, massive, great things.
If I do a measurement with my hand, is it like a German Shepherd size animal they're describing?
Yeah.
Okay. I was just double checking because I was about. Okay.
So dogs. We're talking about dogs
okay.
here.
Okay. And that's all there is. There's maybe 1 or 2 people and lots of dogs, yeah? Or
Yeah,
lots of wolves.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's
like a whole
totally
pack of wolves and their pet humans.
Okay, that you know what I can see why you would want to avoid there. Well, if you can tell your friends to come round, I can offer lots of sandwiches and bread and stuff for you. And thank God that none of them can understand what I'm saying to you, because they're not going to be happy with the roadside diner I'm about to make of this place for raccoons. Anyway, moving on. Okay, so so he says that they have guard dogs, and some handlers for the guard dogs.
Right, now 43% of viewers want you to ghoul the raccoon. 57% of viewers do not want you to ghoul the raccoon.
Do not ghoul the raccoon.
I'm not ghouling a raccoon.
You're not ghouling the
At
raccoon.
Age Humanity, you don't ghoul the raccoon.
No,
You're sure you're not going to ghoul the raccoon?
I'm quite sure.
Is that your final answer?
It's my final answer, yeah.
Okay.
Who set that up? Was that...
I put it in as a prediction on
right,
chat.
Okay, interesting. Wondering how they work. Okay, right. Yes, so that's why.
Could we take a short rest before we go on with the mission?
We just slept all night.
The humans behind the player is asking.
I think
Yeah.
we're fast approaching time to sort of wrap it up anyway, because we're about to hit the 2-hour
Okay.
mark. So
Right.
if you want to hold on until we get to the
heist.
the heist. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, we've got a van. We need to pick up.
Did
someone.
I get the magnet delivery?
That's a good point. At this point, there is a knock on the door.
Okay.
And a slightly uneasy-looking South American guy is stood there. He's wearing a suit jacket over a t-shirt and jeans.
Could I be the one that answers the door? But I'm not worked out how to obfuscate yet, so I am just
So he kind of goes, "Whoa!" when you open the door.
Hi.
Hey, I got magnets
Oh, okay. Thank you.
from Luis.
Yes, thank you. That's very helpful to us. How many has it
Look,
got?
I don't mean to be rude, but are you a woman?
What bearing does?
Well,
I'm
he
a
said
bit
he said I had to hand them over to the woman,
Oh, okay.
and
The magnets are here.
I've met your people, but I can't always tell sometimes, so I find it safer to just ask.
No, I can understand that logic. No, I'm not the person that ordered them, so don't worry about that.
I walk in like literal hell with blood caked over my face from last night, but still very, very attractive. And I say,
Hey,
magnets.
I'm gonna just go and grab the magnets and just kind of close the door in his face. Enough with that noise.
Oh, I was gonna tip him. Oh, okay.
So you got a big old crate which has got some.
That's beneath us now.
Oh.
It's got some magnets in it. It's got
never
some of those
beneath tipping
great
a hard
big,
worker.
clunky, industrial strength magnets. It's got whatever magnets he could find. So it's also got some fridge magnets with
Oh.
funny little comments on. So
got,
it's
like,
everything
toy
from
magnets.
kids magnet toys
Yeah.
up to sort of industrial clamp sized magnets.
They're all just one big ball.
I'm gonna so I think we probably have some metal pipe or whatever that would like the magnets would stick to
Yeah.
it because I want to test them. Okay, I'm gonna like make 2 piles. Like the ones that clunk are the ones I'm gonna keep and put in a backpack for me.
So you got about half a dozen big magnets that go clunk,
Gregor, we
and then
have a
about
place where
30
we can put your
magnets that
poetry
kind of
now
go sort of dink.
on the fridge. We've got magnets now.
This is great. This
Yeah.
book is gold. I killed a man.
I like right, so
The toy ones I'm gonna disregard, and
I will take those.
the clunk ones I'm gonna like put in a backpack for myself.
So at the
And I'm
minute
gonna
you've got
like,
like this
come-
magnet mace thing, which has got like a bunch of really heavy industrial magnets at one end on a pipe. And then you've got a box that's got about 30 other magnets just kind of scattered around in it, although Gregor's picked up the box and walked off with it. And is sticking them on the fridge at the minute.
People, we've got a job to do. Come sit around. We all have a role to play in this.
Okay.
So Driscoll, are you heading down to the studio to meet?
I get the raccoon to sit with us.
Yeah, once they've the people, I'll just kind of tell the people to let themselves out of the apartment.
Oh, they've already gone at
Stealing
that
in there.
point.
I'll just kind of hop on my scooter and whiz on down there.
Yeah, you've got your super illusion, so if they did steal anything, they'd have a very upsetting surprise once it ended.
As soon as
my
they
God,
walk
this is
it out
like-
of the apartment.
I haven't figured that out yet.
This is like a gold trophy, and then they just leave like the range of it, and it turns out it's just a pile of newspapers. Like, oh, what?
That's how you get people to clean your apartment by proxy.
Taking the trash in. Driscoll is here. Come. Hey, the raccoon can talk to Battery, and Battery can talk to the raccoon.
honestly, I think I saw this happen before, so I don't know if this is new. But also, I get high a lot. Oh, high person gives me weed.
So,
You finally. Sorry,
Our
I'm
boss has just stepped out, but we are trying to teach the raccoon how to count.
It's a rather difficult thing to communicate through translator.
Okay, Battery. This is one sandwich.
Okay. He's saying that is one sandwich.
Okay, can I have it?
Okay, yeah, he would like the sandwich.
He can have the sandwich. See, easy.
I'll just say that you said that I answered you, so you can get the sandwich.
Okay, so he sits there eating a sandwich. Sin, Bathory's arrived and the raccoon is being fed sandwiches by Gregor.
this is fun.
Sure,
I
we-
like. We can make this part of our act, don't you think?
I mean, to be
Battery, have you thought about dressing him up? Maybe a little sombrero, like go
was
full
saying a
Disney
small-
princess on it.
I mean, I don't know. Well, I don't know if it's just raccoons. I've not tested my powers out on other animals yet.
Well, I mean, maybe identify the one you like so I don't get rid of it and think it's vermin.
I think Gregor is going to turn to you and be like,
No, this is our friend. All raccoons are now our friend. Easy equation.
What about?
Okay,
you need
Battery,
to get
just
it like
keep
a little
away.
hat and a belt.
Keep your friends away from my synthesizers. They're worth a lot of money.
I know. I wouldn't have them, encroach on your guys' stuff. I'll just keep it to my square of the
Floor.
apartment. Yeah. Of the garage. Everyone has rooms, but for some reason Battery's like, wait, why am I in the garage? Nah, it's fine, just stay in there.
I'm thinking we probably have a whiteboard where usually we're like kind of like this is what I do where we workshop songs where we dry erase, or is it like a blackboard or a whiteboard, whatever, something to write on.
Yeah.
I also have
So
that I pretend I use, but I don't.
So you pull up the
Just like-
whiteboard, one of those rickety little wheeled whiteboard things,
exactly the one, yeah.
and a marker pen.
That inevitably has a penis drawn on it somewhere.
Yeah, that's probably been drawn on it in like permanent marker.
Oh, because we're grown-ups.
yeah.
Oh god.
So I'm gonna write over the penis, I'm gonna write Operation Burst the Bubble on the shaft.
Welcome for drawing space. I mean, the pen that I brought from the. Yeah. Good job. I like it. Operation. That's a smart
And
word.
I'm gonna write down. Okay. Like which one was it that your raccoon friend said that the fewer dogs and pet humans?
I'll describe these companies have like logos, don't they?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, it would have a name that we would need to know.
Yes,
What's
but
the name of
raccoon,
that
he
company?
knows read.
I am
Yeah.
die hard on trying to translate this to literal.
I would know, but I'm just kind of asking like the storyteller what's the name of that company I can identify from the scritches of the raccoons translated by Vampire.
Can I come up with the logos and then we can do.
So there's one that the raccoon is most able to describe to you.
Okay.
Because it looks a little bit like a fruit. It's called Limar. And its logo is a picture of a lime.
With 2 bites taken out.
With Limar. But it's Lime capital R.
Okay. He says the one that looks a little bit like a tasty fruit.
Oh, that would be Limer.
Yeah, that's.
I'll write it on the board. Okay, so your friend knows how to count. Can you tell us how many dogs and pet humans we're facing?
He can count to 1.
One sandwich.
That's as far as Gregor had got.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm gonna write dogs and humans. That's like tick of like in the box of like things we need to take care of.
Yes.
Okay. And I'm gonna like write in a different like table things to trash. And I'm gonna put workstations, executive laptops, and server network room. And I'm gonna at that one I'm gonna put my name on it. I'm taking care of the servers. So to get in, we need to take care of the animals and the humanimals.
Okay. And Gregor's gonna go root around in the garage, and he's gonna come back and be like, will this do?
Well, I'm thinking Clem and Battery have some sort of magnetism that could help us not trigger alarms.
Oh, this is very clever. Okay, I'll keep this though.
I have
Okay.
And maybe
I could try talking to the dogs.
I suppose I could try talking to the humans. Wait, oh, that's what you mean. Interesting.
yeah. So while you guys clear the way, it'd be up to Drex, Gregor, and I to trash the place. Drex, you like shiny things, right? You know what's worth something, right?
What have they got, like herbs there?
No, I'm saying, are you able to tell apart a laptop that you cannot even pawn versus a laptop that's going to give you a few pounds of weed?
What?
Maybe if we draw like a picture of like what a nice laptop would look like, we can use that as a frame of reference.
Okay, so I'm gonna draw an it's gonna say IBM ThinkPad on it. This is the ones you want to go for. IBM ThinkPad, and they're really heavy. You're gonna go in the closed offices, and whenever you see one of those, you grab it and put it in your bag.
I just like. Sorry.
Yeah.
No, I just like the fact that Pat was like talking to the guards. Oh, yeah. Yeah, and then seeing that.
Nothing Joker-like about that at all.
Sorry.
And I'm thinking, Gregor, you just want to trash, like, there's going to be in the middle kind of rows of computers. You just want to trash those. They're like kind of like home computers, but maybe with 2 screens or 3 screens. You just take a baseball bat to all of it. Maybe you'll find like, yeah.
What is computer?
It looks like
Page
like
box. Taxi a bit, you know, screens.
Understood.
They're going to be on desk. It's all there's going to be in the room. Like there's going to be an open space with things for you to smash to your heart's content. So bring 2 baseball bats.
As well, though.
Good idea.
As well, though, Gregor, if you destroy other stuff, that's also probably going to upset them. So just if it's in the room that's okay to destroy in, just destroy everything in the room, and that probably will be a computer.
Will there be pencils?
Probably, yeah.
Can I take the
and
pencils?
Maybe umbrellas.
Of course.
There's,
then
there's
good.
probably gonna be, there's going to be Rubik cubes and toys and shit. You can take whatever you want, really.
Exercise balls.
It will be a hole of distraction for me, but
and
I will focus.
I'm thinking Clam and Battery. If you can leave, like if you're able to make the humans and the dogs go, then you can probably like help Gregor in trashing the place. Else, just hold the fort as long as we're. Like, if you cannot make them go away, then hold them in place until we're out.
I've seen a computer before. I can help after I take care of the people. You're right. They're more important to take care of.
And
I don't want to take care of them.
Clem.
I don't care. Do whatever you need to do, as long as I don't hear any alarms blaring. Am I clear?
Maybe Clem, let's not murderize these ones. Drinking's fine. Just a little bit of drinking, not murderizing.
What is the
Yeah, Rog, do you want to share with them what happened to the people you
discretion.
drank from? At that
I'll
point.
try not to kill anybody. I promise.
What?
But make sure
Were we
alarms-
supposed to kill them? Mine just left this morning.
See,
we killed like 10 guys last night.
Yeah, it was.
What?
Like
Yeah.
like so bad.
That's
You're
pretty
back.
fucked up.
We only chose
Yeah.
back kill.
I mean,
I
I don't think I can look at shin bones in the same way ever again.
CC, I promise I will make sure that the alarms don't go off. But I can,
Whatever you do with those humanimals, I don't care. Honestly, just they should like. All I want is for them to not push the button and not make a call.
Are there any
No,
magazines around?
Else, it's up to your discretion.
Yeah, you've got like Rolling Stones and Guitar Weekly and...
Alright, so nothing that would have a picture of like someone high up in this company.
No, that's not the kind of magazines that you guys probably read much of. You're kind of industrial band anarchists rather than
We're not
Forbes
Wall Street
reading.
Journal readers.
Yeah, but they might have like had a one so know your enemy, etc.
Oh, I see what you mean.
Oh, I mean, would we have a newspaper? Are
Yeah,
these
yeah,
people
I mean-
newspaper worthy?
Is there a
Would you
picture
say?
of one of them in the newspaper?
Right,
was
I will
kind of
tell you
actually
what. Let's
clicking
find
through.
out if
Yeah, do you
there
want
is a newspaper. So,
Well, we could roll
if
something.
somebody can roll wits and finance.
that would be
No,
me.
I'm not doing that.
That's me.
That will not end well. If I
Wits and
hold on,
finance,
guys.
and if you succeed on a difficulty 8
I
roll,
have people.
Rog, I think you've got finance as well.
Now, if it was science, I'd be very.
I've got
talented.
1 point.
Well, both of you could
And I
make
have
the roll.
someone at my door. Just a second. I have -1 success.
Ouch.
I have wits 3. I could take that.
Not
shot
without
if
the
you want.
finance skill, you can't. Talents,
Oh, I can't.
knowledges, you can't roll.
Oh shit! Yeah. Damn, if it was politics, I'd be fucking awesome. Intelligence in politics would be like 7 dice.
That's weird. On my drop down thing, it doesn't have finance. Oh yeah, it does. There it is. Hiding, being blind. I got a success.
Okay, so Sin botches outrageously. and starts looking through the financial pages, scouring them, and you're looking at pictures of old white men for the most part. But Rog, you remember, actually there was an article in Rolling Stone about Lima being a cool place to work because they have a young CEO, and the aforementioned young CEO
company, right?
rocks this kind of heavy metal boss look. So he's got long hair, doesn't wear shoes, black t-shirt, combat pants, is likes to make a big deal about how he's shaking up the business world with his heavy metal attitude.
Okay, so
yeah, there are some pictures of the offices in there.
I'm looking for a picture of someone high up in the company.
Well, there's the CEO of Lima.
All right. Can I make myself
that guy?
look like the CEO?
Yes, absolutely.
Oh.
This might fuck with them. Bonk.
Make sure you remember his name so you can go into his
And that's
office
two
and
blood
grab
and a
everything
willpower,
that's in
isn't it?
there.
How shit would that be though? It's like, oh, hello there, sir. He's like, yes, I'm the person you're talking about. Oh yeah, it's
He goes by Trenton Q.
Oh god, of course.
Probably not his real
Look
name.
at me, I'm a big important CEO. He'll say, kind of just openly mocking him while looking exactly like him. Business. We should buy the computers.
Yeah, there's a couple of pictures of the offices in the background, and there are chairs, there are beanbags, there are these big sweeping, brightly coloured couches, vending machines that are set to free vend.
I need to go pay my taxes.
A jukebox on every floor.
I'm now just imagining Gregor's smashing up an office, but then sees one of those perpetual motion machines, the little beads that go beep, beep, beep. He's like, how is this? Oh my goodness. How is
I
this
will have
possible?
to ask Battery later to say to the chat.
Let's
They
start by
clearly have
getting
vampire
there.
powers.
That's crazy.
Okay.
Cool, I like to play Pac-Man while I destroy the planet.
It's really convincing. You look just like him.
Oh god.
Okay, so you pile into the van
Yep.
with your plan in place, and we will wrap it up there. So thank you very much, one and all, for joining us this evening for Hot Vampire Summer. Curveballs aplenty. We've got a plan, we've got a target. Next episode 3, we're going to go and trash the dot-com boom by smashing up Lima with their heavy metal boss.
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
Operation Burst the Bubble.
Operation Burst the Bubble is a go. Okay.
Operation, more words, so I'm backing it.
So join us next week on Garblag Games. On Monday, we've got Spectaculars, UK edition. Tuesday, we've got Spectaculars US edition, but before that, we've got Coriolis. Wednesday, we've got Actum Cthulhu, and is that when Blades in the Dark US is? Or is that on a Thursday?
So on Thursday.
That's on a Thursday. On a Thursday, we've got our other new US game, which is Blades in the Dark, and Alien Frontier War. And then we're back again next Friday with more Vampire the Masquerade 2nd edition shenanigans. Join us then as we see how quickly people can wear away their humanity and turn into horrendous night creature monsters who end up having to go on paths of enlightenment. Although I think I see someone who's already heading for Path of Power in the inner voice.
Probably Beverly.
What?
It's Gregor.
No, I'm gonna be the team bimbo.
Okay, thank you very much. We will see you next week, and good night.